Hello and welcome back to my Little One podcast. I'm Erin
I'm Amy.
I'm Jess.
and we are here today to discuss the legend of Formula One that is Michael Schumacher.
Let's go.
So this is coming out right after our Lewis one, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We're for everyone who skipped the Lewis one, aka every single Max Verstappen fanboy in existence. We're filming these back to back, so apologies if we sound really tired. It is currently 8:30 at night when we're filming.
It is. Also, I'd like to point
So,
out we started this research last night. I finished it today. Right? Like, Lewis Hamilton one took a while. We could put time into that. We had no time for this one, so bear with us.
yeah. Please bear with us. Okay. So, Michael Schumacher, a very late happy birthday to him as well,
Yes.
being born on the 3rd of January 1969.
Let's go.
So, to get the basics out of the way, so we don't need a repeat of doing what we've done with Lewis when we have to sit down through all the records. 306 race starts, 91 race wins, 155 podiums, 68 pole positions, 77 fastest laps, and 7 world titles. GOAT behaviour.
Very much so. And we just
That was really
Yeah,
delayed for
me
me
too.
there. Oh my good lord. Okay.
And we jumped straight into karting.
Okay. Jump straight in. What? Jumping straight in even. Jesus. Very late, guys, if you can't tell.
Yes. Okay. Well, Schumacher, 4 years old, right? His father decided he was going to modify his pedal kart by adding a small motorcycle engine. Fair play.
You know, I got it.
Yep. And then he
Sounds
crashed
fun.
into a lamppost. In Kerpen, right? So his parents took him to the karting track of Kerpenhorn, where he became the youngest member of the karting track. Club, not track. So then his father decided he was going to build him a new kart from discarded parts. And then Schumacher, at his big age of 6, won his first club championship.
GOAT since day dot.
Literally,
Right?
since day one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Day dot. And you're getting cooked by a 6-year-old.
If you ignore the lamppost,
You said this with the last
then
one as well.
you know what?
You can ignore the lamppost.
Don't worry, that was his warm up. That was his warm up.
The warm-up lap. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
It was free practice. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, due to regulations in Germany, requires a driver to be 14 to obtain their go-kart license. To get around this, though, Michael, and I believe Ralph as well, you could correct me, obtained their licenses in Luxembourg at the age of 12.
Fair play. I rate it.
So in 1983, he obtained his German license. After a year after that, he won the German Junior Kart Championship. GOAT behaviour.
Literally
Again.
goat behaviour.
Schumacher joined the Eurokart dealer Adolf Norbert in 1985, and by 1987 was the German and European kart champion. He then quit school and began working as a mechanic.
This man goated from
rate
day
it.
one. Like, genuinely.
Goated from day one.
Yeah. Then we move on. We move past it. We move to lower
Series.
formula and sports car racing. Because Michael had a little bit of a different approach than what Lewis did to his feeder series stuff.
Yeah.
In 1988, he made his first steps into single-seat kart racing by participating in the German Formula Ford and German.
Okay.
Okay. In 1988, he made his first steps into single-seat car racing by participating in the German Formula Ford and the Formula Koenig? could be wrong. I'm not
Yes.
German. Series winning the ladder, right? So yeah. In 1989, Schumacher signed with Willy Webber's WTS Formula 3 team. Funded by Webber, he competed in the German F3 Championship, winning the 1990 German F3 Championship.
The goat.
Goat stuff.
Goat stuff indeed. He also won the 1990 Macau Grand Prix, but under some controversial circumstances. He had placed second behind Mika Hakkinen, the Flying Finn, in the first heat, 3 seconds behind, right? At the start of the second heat, he overtook Hakkinen, who only had to finish within 3 seconds of Schumacher to get the overall win, right? I'm not reading the word gestural because I can't read it. In the closing laps, Schumacher made a mistake by allowing Hakkinen to attempt to overtake. Schumacher changed his lane immediately before Hakkinen did the same as the latter, moved to overtake, and Hakkinen crashed into the back of Schumacher's car. While Hakkinen's race was over, Schumacher drove to victory without a rear wing.
Woo.
Now, that's some like Mad Max stuff as well. Like you look at that in modern day Mad Max.
Literally, right?
Okay. In 1990, Schumacher joined the Mercedes-Benz Junior Racing in the World Sports Car Championship. He then went on to win the season finale at the Autodromo. Oh,
Yes.
can someone help me with that big long word?
Autodromo
Autodromo Hermanos
Rodriguez in a Sauber Mercedes.
C11.
C11?
C11.
Is that?
Yeah.
I thought it said CLL.
This is C11. Numbers, babe.
Yeah.
Yep, failed masters. And he finished 5th despite only driving 3 out of 9 races.
Goat behaviour.
That's my goat right there.
Literally.
He continued with the team in 1991 World Sports Car Championship, winning again at the final race of the season at
Autopolis.
I'll try that bit again then, since I know what that is now. Yeah. He continued with the team in 1991 World Sport, yep.
You got this.
Third time's a charm.
My brain muddles up the words.
It's okay.
I don't know if it's just dyslexia or just too late.
Yeah.
Do you want to finish that one off, Erin?
I'll do this one.
Yeah.
I'll finish this off.
Yeah.
Right. And Jess can do the Formula 1 career.
Oh, okay. But that's long.
Cry about it. Anyway, he continued with the team in 1991's World Sports Car Championship, winning again at the final race of the season at Autopolis in Japan with a Sauber Mercedes-Benz C291, leading to a 9th place finish in the championship. He also competed at the 1991 24-hour Le Mans, finishing 5th. He further competed in one race in the 1991 Japanese Formula 3000 Championship, finishing 2nd.
Yeah, that's my goat.
Moving on to Formula 1.
Ah, right, okay. Here we go. Okay. Picture this. It's Jordan in 1991, right?
Sorry.
Okay.
Can I throw in a fun fact about that Jordan, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle has a wheel nut from their car and has got it made into a table.
Oh my god.
Amy, I'm robbing your gaff.
Literally. I'm away. Anyways. Schumacher made his F1 debut with the Jordan 4 team at the Belgian Grand Prix in 1991, driving car number 32 as a replacement for Bertrand Gachot? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm not good with pronunciation.
Guys.
Anyways, Schumacher, still a contracted Mercedes driver, was signed by Eddie Jordan after Mercedes paid Jordan $1,000 for his debut. On his debut, Schumacher impressed the paddock by qualifying 7th in the midfield car after learning the track on his own on a fold-up bike they had brought with him. Basically because the guy that was meant to show him was in jail. Is what I got
Now,
from that.
what in the Valtteri Bottas type beat did I just read?
The Jordan 191, which he drove half a day of testing and at a track he'd never raced at, right?
Mm-hmm.
This also matched the team's season's best grid position. And Schumacher retired on his first lap of the race with clutch problems.
That's so unlucky.
That is so unlucky.
Literally. Anyways, a motorsports journalist, Joe Saward, reported that after qualifying, clumps of German journalists were talking about the best talent seen since Stefan Beloff.
That is a quote, by the way.
Yeah. Then we move to his Benetton years. Okay. His
Sorry.
Bennett, so 1991 to 1995. Following his Belgian Grand Prix debut, despite an agreement in principle between Jordan and Schumacher's Mercedes management that he would see that would see the German race for the Irish team for the remainder of the season, Schumacher was engaged with Benetton Ford for the next race. Jordan applied for an injunction in the British courts to prevent Schumacher driving for the Benetton, but lost the case as they had not signed a final contract. Schumacher finished the 1991 season with 4 points out of 6 races. His best finish was 5th in his second race, the Italian Grand Prix, in which he finished he finished in front of his teammate and 3-time world champion Nelson Piquet.
Can I just drop in here real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Schumacher has raced with both Kelly Piquet and Max Verstappen's dads, right? Same team, still in Benetton.
Yeah.
That kid's gonna have some fucking DNA of an absolute machine,
Real.
right? Because what do you mean you've got Jos Verstappen, Nelson Piquet's grandparents,
Yeah, madness.
and then Max Verstappen is your dad?
You wouldn't know what to do with yourself anymore, I don't think.
You'd go into karting and continue the legacy.
Yeah, you would have to. I feel like you would have to.
I mean, like, though Max did. What was it Max said? He
said-
doesn't want to force his kid into it.
Yeah, but if his kid wants to do it, then he'll support it.
Yeah.
But I would want to do it. If I had that as family members, best believe I'm there.
Well, not so much Jos because he
Yeah.
didn't do too well.
Maybe just none of them. But your dad, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, at the start of the
Okay.
1992 season, the Sauber team, planning their Formula One debut with Mercedes back in for the following year, invoked a clause in Schumacher's contract that stated that if Mercedes entered the Formula One, Schumacher would drive for them.
Mhm.
Okay. In the conventional Benetton B192, Schumacher took his place on the podium for the first time, finishing 3rd in the Mexican Grand Prix. He then went on to take his first victory at the Belgian Grand Prix in a wet race at the Spa circuit, which by 2003 he would call far and away my favourite track. Spa's a great track.
That is a brilliant track.
That also marked as the last Formula One car to win a Grand Prix while sporting a H-patterned manual gearbox.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. From the 1992 Portuguese Grand Prix to the 1998 Monaco Grand Prix, Schumacher was not beaten by his teammate when both cars finished. In 1992, it was also the first of many times that Schumacher beat his teammate through a full season, and Martin Brundle was fired as a result.
I've got such a love-hate relationship with Martin Brundle. Like, genuinely.
I see it.
I find him so funny, but then sometimes he just really annoys me. It's like Will Buxton.
Yeah, exactly. Very love-hate.
Oh my god, sometimes I just want to punch him and sometimes I'm like, you're actually really funny, you know?
Mm-hmm. Schumacher finished third in the 1992 championship. According to Joe Ramirez, a close friend of Senna, the Brazilian considered Schumacher the next big threat, way ahead of all the other drivers around the time. That's a quote. For people. Anyways, in 1994, Schumacher won his first Drivers' Championship, driving the Benetton B194, which has been called the worst car to have won a Formula One World Championship and was difficult to drive.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Just yeah. Anyway, Schumacher won the first 4 races and finished the season with 8 wins. He won 6 out of the first 7 races, including the Brazilian Grand Prix, in which he lapped the entire field.
no, see, at that point, if the entire field was getting lapped, I would just quit.
No, yeah, if I was at the back of that grid, I'm retiring.
Call it having, like, a really big ego, but I couldn't handle that type of shame.
No, neither could I. At all. Schumacher went into the last race 1 point ahead of Damon Hill after Schumacher's 2-race ban. Okay, he got a 2-race ban.
Yeah, he was black flagged, you know?
Yeah. On lap
That's
36,
a whole other incident.
a whole other incident. I didn't include it. I couldn't be bothered to write it. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. On lap 36, Schumacher hits a guardrail, and when rejoining the track, there was a collision on the corner, causing them both to retire. As a result, Schumacher won the Drivers' Championship. The race stewards deemed it as a racing incident and took no action towards either driver. Easy money.
The only time the FIA have been actually decent.
Literally, right?
In the past 30 years. Who said that?
Who
said that? That wasn't
95. We're moving up in the world here. Schumacher successfully defended his title with Benetton, which now had the same Renault engine as a Williams.
Shouldn't laugh. Sorry, I just see the Schumacher and Williams in the same sentence, and I want to actually scream.
Real though. Schumacher took Benetton to its first Constructors' Championship. He became the youngest 2-time world champion. This season, however, had multiple collisions with Damon Hill. Again.
Right. Pause a second. Do y'all agree with me when I say Damon Hill has just been a professional hater since he retired from F1? This man doesn't know when to stop talking, right?
Literally, but he's gone from Sky Sports now anyway, so.
We cheered. Get the Amy, get the Prosecco out.
Oh, not Prosecco.
Anyways.
Damon Hill's gone. I don't think I've actually ever been so happy to hear about that. Like, I really don't like Damon Hill.
Valid though.
That could just be a personal thing. I just really don't like him. It gives me really bad vibes. Him and Jacques Villeneuve.
Yes, both of them.
Ugh. Jules Villeneuve, sound. Jacques Villeneuve, no. No.
Anyways, Schumacher won 9 out of the 17 races. He only qualified below 4th once due to a crash in practice. It was the Belgian Grand Prix where he qualified 16th, however, went on to win the wet race anyways.
What is it with absolute goats and having master classes when starting 16th in a wet track?
Yeah, literally, right. However, this collision ended his 56th race streak of out-qualifying his teammate.
Who would be his teammate at this point? 1995, it would have been Jos, right?
I don't know. I did see it, but I forgot to write it.
Because Jos retired shortly after Max was born.
It would be Jos because he then moved to Ferrari.
Yes.
Anyways, moving on to Ferrari.
Oh,
my favourite. In 1996, Schumacher joined Ferrari for a salary of $60 million over 2 years.
Now, see, with that type of money, I would do anything.
You're literally
I
right.
would be driving those cars all day, every day for that type of money.
Mate, I'll go the Mon style by myself.
60 mil, get me an apartment in Monaco, buy me the full apartment at that point, right?
Literally, yeah.
Like,
I'm talking,
wow.
I want sim setups, I want everything, man. That amount of money.
I'll just have a room full of scran.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know how Americans have pantries?
It's just a bedroom.
It's just a bedroom full of scran.
Literally.
They're brilliant.
Yeah. Schumacher took his first win in Ferrari at the Spanish Grand Prix, where he lapped everyone up to third in the wet.
If I get a Ferrari win when I'm at Barcelona this year, I think I might actually cry.
And
Tears of rage, guys.
He also took first place at the Italian Grand Prix to win in front of the Tifosi for the first time.
Now that I rate, because Tifosi, yada yada yada, Ferrari, Forza Ferrari sempre, but like...
Yeah, exactly. Tifosi are legends.
Forza Ferrari sempre and all that, but...
I love the Tifosi. They're great.
You are the Tifosi, Jess.
Exactly, that's why I love them.
I really want to meet the Ferrari popes.
Same.
That's what I wanted to.
Same,
Nope.
so bad. That's why I'm like, you know what, I'm going to Monza.
If you go to Monza, please put a photo in the work chat of just you with the Pope.
Yeah.
I'm alright. I don't want to be seeing that.
I'll purposely go out of my way to drag my friend to go see the Ferrari Pope. I need it.
The Ferrari popes are goated, man.
They're
Like, I'm
so
not even like a big
goated.
Ferrari fan, but I really, really love the Ferrari popes.
Literally.
They're brilliant.
They are. In 1988, there was 2 controversies this season, right?
Do you mean 1998?
I'd assume so.
Yes.
1998, there were 2 controversies this season, right? At the British Grand Prix, Schumacher was leading on the last lap when he turned into the pit lane, crossed the start-finish line, and stopped to serve his 10-second stop and go. Okay? Some doubt on whether this counted as serving a penalty because he already crossed the start-stop line. However, the win was valid. FIA went, me.
But
They took
But
too
here's
long.
the thing, right? Right, but here's the thing, right? A lot of people will serve 10-second stop and goes after the race as well. Like, that's a very, very common thing, especially in the 90s or like the early 2000s.
Yeah, no, the no conclusion. Like they couldn't penalise it because something about them not making a valid decision within the 25-minute time limit that they had. They made the decision within 31.
Yeah.
So.
Uh,
At the Belgian Grand Prix, Schumacher was leading the race by 40 seconds, right? In heavy spray. But collided with Coulthard's McLaren when the Scot slowed down on the racing line, but it was poor visibility because it's wet. To let Schumacher pass, right? However, Schumacher had to retire from the race. And went straight to the McLaren garage.
Where we get the brilliant clip of Michael Schumacher running down that pit lane.
Yeah.
Ready to kill him.
Yeah.
Brilliant imagery.
He literally went to McLaren after he made to retire and accused Coulthard of trying to kill him, right? 5 years later, David Coulthard admitted it was his mistake.
See, that's the thing. I think that's the thing with all Scottish people. Like, we're all Scottish here. We can all agree. We will hold grudges until we act. It takes us a while to admit we're wrong.
Yeah. No,
Doesn't take us 5 years though, David.
No, 5 years is a bit
5 years.
much, but I will argue with someone for 10 minutes knowing I'm wrong. But I just do
Argue
it to
for
wind
fun
them
at
up.
that point.
Yeah. Anyways, 1998 again, apparently. Cool. Schumacher helped secure the Constructors' Championship. The British Grand Prix, his rear brake fails, sending him into the barriers, and he gets a broken leg. Which caused him having a 98-day absence. Now, that's a lot if you're a driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Schumacher's teammate at the time was Eddie Irvine. He recalled and said, "It was amazing. I remember me and Mika Salo were testing at Mugello, which is one of the hardest circuits in the world, and he, referring to Schumacher, hadn't driven for 8 months. He got in the car, and within a lap, he was a tenth or two slower than what I was. How do you do that?" And then, of course, a couple of laps later, he's half a second quicker. It's just impossible. It's really, really annoying, but it was an honour to be able to see his telemetry and see the things he can do with the car.
Can I just drop in with a really, really cool fact here?
What?
See what we're talking about Schumacher, right, and him being at testing. Valentino Rossi could have been a Ferrari driver because he was 2/10 of a second off of Schumacher's pace during his testing for Ferrari.
Yeah.
Goat behaviour.
For real.
Sorry, I've been in like a really, really big MotoGP phase, guys. The off season's making me lose my mind. I'm watching old live streams of MotoGP.
That's real though. In 2000, he won his third championship. In 2001, he won his fourth championship. In the Canadian Grand Prix, Michael finishes second, his brother Ralph, scoring the first ever 1-2 finish by brothers in F1. There you go. In 2002, he won his fifth championship, which equalled the record that was set by Fangio. And then... and then this man broke Fangio's record that was held for 46 years by winning his sixth championship in 2003. Surprise, surprise. Right? And you'll never guess what happened in 2004, guys. You'll never guess. He won his seventh championship. Madness. Right? So, he did that. He won a record of 12 of the first 13 races of the season. And then, by the end, he'd won 13 out of 18. He also bet Fangio's record of consecutive titles that has stood for nearly 50 years of, I think Fangio, of like, Wah. Yeah.
Right, come on.
In 2006, he announced his first retirement. Schumacher's gone, right? However, Schumacher returns, but with Mercedes in 2009. He doesn't return in 2009. It's announced in December of 2009 that he'll return for 2010 and join Nico Rosberg. Yeah.
Thank you, Braun. Thank you, Braun.
Yeah, Schumacher signed a 3-year contract reportedly worth 20 million. Could you imagine going from a 60 million? What was it? Was it Lewis or Michael? It was 100 million, but this one's worth 20, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Broke people stuff, really. For the first time since 1991, Schumacher finished a year without a win, a pole position, a podium, or a fastest lap. In 2012, at the European Grand Prix, Schumacher finished third, which was his only podiums. That was his podium since his return. He returned in 2010. After Schumacher's indecisions about racing, he was replaced by Lewis Hamilton. We've came at full circle today, guys. Schumacher announced the second retirement.
Really came full circle.
Yeah, stating, there were times in the past few months in which I didn't want to deal with Formula 1 or prepare for the next Grand Prix. Schumacher concluded his career at the Brazilian...
Which, you know what? Really justified.
Yeah, like, literally. I'd be gone as well. Like, come on. You have the most titles in the world at that point. Like, you've had the best career in the world. On you go, you know? Go and be with your little... I think Mick was what... 13, 14?
Mick and Gina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick and Gina, like...
Anyway, yeah, Schumacher concluded his career at the Brazilian Grand Prix in 7th, which was a position he started his first F1 race.
Which I think is really, really cool that he started his career in 7th and finished his career in 7th.
Yeah, it's cool, right? It's like
I think that's a really, 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 really sick parallel.
Yeah, literally, full circle moment.
So all I'm saying is if Lewis retires on a podium...
Yeah. It's like Max would have to would have to retire well as well. Just needs all of them to retire full circle.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. This has been the Motivate Podcast. I've been Erin.
Amy.
Jess.
And we'll see you next week for, I believe it's Braun GP next week?
No, I think it's Multi-2-1X Mercedes.
Right, sorted.
Yeah, but we'll see you next week,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye.